cosign. Get that money to my pockets like a gold mine. Fuck a road sign, cause we gon' ride. Selling dope, cause the way we live in no lie. Before I count this money, I think God and count my
hustle is just, in my opinion, it's just getting, you get what you need, but you're not really making no real dent. You know what I mean? You can survive, you can do well for a time, but I want to really boss up where, like we were speaking about earlier, where it's sustaining it and maintaining this. Where you're like, you're way beyond maintaining, right?
Was hitting them niggas with shorty. All my niggas living double line. Say go get that money right. I roll in the whip in this 40. The clip on my hip is a 40. Was hitting them licks as a shorty. With the family like Michael Corley. Collected for niggas.
That's him.
Yeah.
Young black
Oh
kid.
yeah. Brothers, yo. Try to get it in, you know? Try to get it in. Make that money, you know? That's what it's all about. Trucking life. Yeah. That's what's up.
Don't get it twisted, my niggas, they with it, they too dope, and you know they run with it. You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and I double it.
So, give us a little backstory of you. Like, introduce yourself.
I was born in Barbados. I came to Toronto via New York. Came through New York. Landed in Toronto after a while. And yeah, I was a what they call the trouble kid. I was troublesome. I was respectful. My mother raised us properly. My dad was out in Brooklyn somewhere. And I was like every other neighborhood kid or street kid that's plagued with the same oppression that we all have, right?
That's the man for the machine. That's the guy that controls the loads. That's the loader man. That's the man. Say what's up?
The game don't give too many chances. Don't get it twisted, my niggas, they with it, they too dope, and you know they run with it. You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and I double it.
Got in trouble a lot, was arrested a lot. A little street life, drugs and guns and thinking this is cool and women but I always knew that that wasn't cool because I had my family and the women in my life, like my aunties and the women in my family and the men in my family, they're strong, so that wasn't glorified, I wasn't looked upon as cool, so that was bad, man. That was bad. Wow. But then it comes to the point where like the street life isn't real life. I don't think people understand that. Like the streets aren't real. That's not a real thing. Street credit can't get you no loan. You know, street credit can't get you approved for a home. Street life and the code of the streets is for the streets, which isn't a real thing because eventually you have to mature, right? Like either you get arrested a bunch of times and you can't go back to the streets or whatever, and then you decide to go get a real or live real life. Then it's like, well, damn, it's too late. What am I gonna do? I don't have no education. I don't have no job history. I don't have anything. That doesn't make it. You can have $400,000 in cash. You can't spend it. What are you gonna do? Buy a house for it? We're gonna ask you where you got this from. You got a paper trail? Nah, you can't even do it. So it's all a smoke and mirrors. The street life isn't real. I would tell everybody get out of that. It taught me a lot. The streets taught me a lot. Like that lifestyle taught me a lot. Right? So I bring that into business. Like I'm fearless. Right? I know how to take risks and take chances. Or I have a good judge of character. Like we're good judge of characters. Right? We could judge a person by their walk or their attitude or their energy. We know. Right? But other than that, like what I get for street cred? I got jail time. That ain't even cool. People talk about it's not cool. I don't even want to tell girls I go to jail. They come home like I did Get out of here. I needed jail. I wouldn't have changed without it. I was running around the streets crazy. You know? I needed jail. Jail sat me down. It was like God was saying, yo, listen, young man, you're not listening. Hey, look, go head on and sit down right there. And I sat down for a few years. And in that time, I worked on myself. I learned how to meditate. I learned how to have peace. I learned how to have patience. Right? Then I started to plan my life. I'm like, nah, this is not cool. I don't want to be another statistic. I can't be another statistic. I can't do that. So I got busy. So I started drawing up my plans for my life. I planned my life out. This is all planned. I would say their names, but I don't know how they feel about it on camera. But you know,
They know who they are.
they know who they are. We were sitting in jail. They could tell you I sat and planned this out. Literally, I still have my letters that I have from jail, and I would sit and I planned this thing out. Like people think this is like by luck. Like you have to plan it out. You have to dream. I have a goal list that I scratch up. Man, I just get passionate about it, right?
Taylor King.
I got no time to be chasing a dime. Look, I got the grind. If I wanna shine, money on my mind. I put in time. Niggas not lying.
I bought a truck. I got my trucks. 7 months? 7 months, 7, 8 months being released from jail. Got my truck. Got to work. Now I just want to inspire other people to go ahead and do it.
We were speaking about it earlier. What can you tell people about a supportive system? Like, how important is it?
That is important. Is not even a word. What's the is detrimental. It's extremely important for you to have a great support system. People who generally want to see you win, there's no hate, no bad mind, no competition, no nothing, no none of that. It's genuine love and support for you. That's important. And you have to have people who are, like they say, if you hang around 9 broke people, you finna be the 10th one. Like, you gotta have a great support system, a great support team. 8 years in jail, prison, came home to 2 condos, a house, 70K risk, 5 trucks, and some real estate.
You know how to motivate the crowd.
You know what's crazy? That I'm shooting a documentary and you call and saying that, and it's not even like planned. It's crazy.
I'm not. It's true. It's the fucking truth, dog. You're the motivator. Straight up. Ain't nobody can do it like you. I'll tell you that right now.
Respect. Surround yourself with like real hustlers. Get you some friends who are gonna motivate you, who are doing things. Let's talk about homie. He did 8 years in jail. Came home, has 2 condos. One's being built right now. He has a home that he's renting out the basement and the top floor for profit. And he has 5 trucks. Did 8 years in prison. Tell me what's y'all excuse that haven't even did a day in prison or jail? What's y'all excuse? And then you guys are mad. Mad at what? Mad at yourself. Go ahead and do it.
She said she love me, she love me now. Will she still love me if the money stops?
With this mindset you got from jail, I guess, what else motivates you? Like, who inspires you, or like, who helped you get this mindset? Other than lessons and life itself.
I would have to say my children motivate me the most. My children motivate me the most. Right? Because I look at them and I see how I was growing up, and I said I don't ever want them to go through what I went through. And I want them to have the best of everything. I don't want them to be spoiled, but I don't want them to have to want for anything. They're going to have to work for it, know the value of hard work and the value of money. But I'm here to change the narrative. I'm here to... There's generational curses on people. So poverty, right? Poverty mindsets. Poverty. I don't want that mind. So I'm switching that, right? That curse. Like now it's like, okay, we have a generational shift where it's just wealth, it's money, it's business ownership, it's this and that. So I'm switching that because that wasn't prevalent in my childhood growing up. Right? And then I would say my mother was instrumental in raising us correctly. Hard worker, taught us the value of just going to go get it. She never took no for an answer. Never took no for an answer. My uncles, my aunts, my aunt Sonia. Like, so Paul, what? And then I listen to people like Dame Dash and David John, where they speak independence. They preach that. They preach going hard, especially for your people. You know? And you just go. Like Dame Dash says, you hustle for your last name, not your first. Because you hustle for your first name, that's selfish. You're only thinking about you. I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about my family, my children. My children that I may not never get to see, like meeting my great grandkids. Right? You're passing on something that's bigger than you. If you ever come around me, you're gonna be amped. This is me. I'm amped. Because I believe in positive and negative energy. Right? So whatever vibes you give out, whatever vibes you're emanating, that's going to, it's like a magnet that goes out and it attracts, it looks for that same energy and it comes back to you. That's why people say misery loves company. Because if you're miserable, you're sending out miserable vibes. You don't want that. Misery's going to come back to you. So people are always like, miserable, this and that. And you talk to them and they're all melancholy. And I don't want that around me. Keep it away from me. If you're always down and miserable, stay away from me. I don't even call you. You call me. If I call you right now and I feel a vibe, I'll call you back. Click. You gotta fix your energy. It's wrong energy. Because energy is super strong. It works. Right? Some people call it's different names. The streets call it vibes. You know? Yogis call it energy. And religious people call it spirits. So it's all the same thing. It's a synonym. It's all saying the same thing.
Oh my.
Right?
No cosign, get that money into my pockets like a gold mine.
For a week's worth of work.
Cause we gon' ride.
I wasted the first 35 years of my life. If I had acted and did this, what I'm doing now, when I was like 20, 19, what? Be wealthy, totally different life. So the first 30 years was lessons and losses. The next 30 is like triumph and blessings. That's it. Keep going. You pass it on. And keep this energy. I'm always motivated. I motivate myself. Nobody don't gotta motivate me.
How could I run off on them the drugs I was running through? Always give me fire so you know them buckets coming through.
You don't have to be rich, but you have to have the drive to do something. Right? Because you can own a patty shop, like City Patties downtown Oshawa. You can own a patty shop and just be booming, be happy. That's your business. You're doing it. You may not have millions, but you're successful in your endeavors because that's what you chose to do.
There's actually more to your business. You do consultations?
Yeah, so I do consultations. So you can book a consultation with me you go on my Instagram and click the link, and I give you the blueprints on how I did or my way of doing it. You can come up with a plan on what you need to do to get your trucking business started, right? Yeah, $43 or something like that for a few minutes, and I stay involved and in touch with your life, and we go ahead on and we build, right? It's all about building. Look, building. And if you look in Durham region, in Toronto period, it's being built like crazy. So that means there's work for trucks. There's always going to be work for trucks for like the next 10, 15 years. It's not slowing down. Look at all that's building. That's what a dump trucks did all this. Trucks did all this. Right? I don't know what people are waiting for. I'm not waiting.
Do you have any final words?
Get rich or die trucking.
Get rich or die trucking.
Get rich or die trucking. That's what we're pushing. It's possible. It's just possible, fam. Like there's people that did more jail time than me. I just came home from jail. You can do it. You always see people on television that speaking on, preach all that stuff like you can do it, but it doesn't relate to you because you feel like they're so far away because they're on television or this and that. Nah, it's possible. You come around the city, you ask about me like I just came home. I came home with $7.95 in my pocket. $7.95. And I turned that to like 7,000 every couple weeks. You know? Blessings from God. You just gotta stay positive, pray, meditate, do what you have to do and stay positive. I cut away old friends and people who aren't a benefit in my life, right? You can't be around people that aren't beneficial to you. And that goes for family, shoot, everybody. Your spouse, brothers, if they're not beneficial in helping you, they're hurting you. And at the end of the day, when you die, it's only you in that casket. Not your friends, not your mom, not your kids, nobody. It's only you in that casket. And your name has to live on. So how do you want your name to be remembered? On your tombstone. Could've but didn't. Had potential but wasted it. Hashtag waste youth. You wanna be a waste youth? Hey, you wanna be a king. Like, lived. Did it. Name on everything. So your kids can actually, and your family can live off your name long after you're gone. Like Rogers family. Rogers, Ted Rogers. Skydome. Rogers Phones. They left a name. Their family's living off that name. Walmart, the Waltons, they're living off that name. Don't you want your family to live off your name? Like, you know you're powerful when your family can eat off of your name alone. They can go places and they're like off of a name. Not money, a name. That's power. That's what you're trying to leave, a name. Right? That's it. Need a name. And that's that.